Are you somebody who's looking to begin prepping, but you have no idea how to get started? This is the perfect video for you. Step number one, the most important thing that you're going to do as a beginning prepper is to build up a 3-day supply of food and water. Now pick out foods that you like to eat. You might as well be comfortable in a survival situation. You might as well enjoy yourself as much as possible. Start with a 3-day supply and then build up to a week, and then build up to 2 weeks, then to a month, and so on and so forth until you have a stockpile or a stash for the amount of time that you want to prep for. And that's a decision that each individual prepper has to make. As far as water goes, that's a really simple formula. 2 gallons per day per person in your family or your friends or however many people that you're going to be prepping for. So I have a family of 5, that's what I prep for. So the very beginning model, the 3-day model, is 30 gallons of water. And then you build from there, and we have running about a month and a half supply, and you build up until you get to the size of the supply, just like with the food, that you're comfortable with, the amount that you're aiming for. And remember to include all the people that you plan on letting come to your house in a real emergency or survival or SHTF situation. Make sure that you plan for that, because if you're planning on letting them come to your house, then you're going to have enough supplies for them. Let's take a look at step number 2. After food and water, you're going to want to move to step number 2, and step number 2 is to put together a medical pack. Now, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. You don't need sutures and a million other things, but what you do need is the basic things to care for basic first aid. You know, all this stuff I picked up at the dollar store. You've got ACE bandages, gauze pads, rubber gloves, wet wipes, hand sanitizer, triple antibiotic cream, an eyeglass repair kit, that's just where I keep it, some hydrocortisone cream, some acetaminophen, various bandages of different shapes and sizes. I mean, this is easy stuff. I also have in my pack some medicated foot powder and a pair of scissors, but you don't need to do anything fancy. Just start to get a basic first aid kit put together. Let's take a look at step number 3. Step number 3 is pick up a survival knife. And a survival knife, a good survival knife, will do just that. It will help you to survive. It's going to become your best friend. And, you know, here's some examples. This was a very cheap survival knife that I picked up on one of those survival websites. Got paracord on the handle, full tang. You know, it's a functional knife. This is a solid survival knife that I picked up at a gun show for $5. The compass doesn't work on the handle, but it's still got the fishing line, the fishing hook, the matches, and the other stuff inside the handle. And I put a compass right attached to the sheath on that. This is a Glock survival knife, and this is a Protect survival knife. You know, they're all different, but they'll all perform their job. Let's take a look at step number 4. Step number 4 is pick up a firearm. You're going to want something other than that survival knife to protect you and to protect your family, to protect your friends and your neighbors in a real emergency or survival situation. But you don't have to spend a ton of money. This is a Chinese Type 53 Mosin Nagant. It's the carbine version, under $100 right now, and the ammunition's dirt cheap. This is an H&R Partner pump action shotgun. You can get these for right around $200. This is an SKS semi-automatic rifle. It comes with a bayonet on it. You can get these things for right around $300 right now. This Taurus PT709 is my everyday carry gun. It cost me just over $300. And if you live in a really free state that doesn't classify everything as an assault weapon, you can get one of the high-point carbine guns that, unless you talk to a tactical elitist, you're going to get very good reviews on. They shoot handgun calibers, 9mm, 40, or 45, but those things are right around $250, $300, depending on which model you get, and it's a great little carbine semi-automatic rifle. You don't have to spend a lot, but you definitely want to pick up a firearm and familiarize yourself with it so that you'll have it when you need it. Now let's take a look at step number 5. And finally, step number 5, put together your go bag, your survival bag, your bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. Now, I picked up this bag on clearance for $20 at Walmart. It is a full-fledged 72-hour pack, maximum pack, but you don't need something like that. But even if you did, like I said, $20 on clearance at Walmart. This pack here I picked up for my son. It's a day pack. It's a perfect starter pack, and it was $10. Now, if you want something with a little more molly, I just picked him this up for Christmas because he wanted something with more MOLLE. This one's got MOLLE all over it. It's a Fieldline Tactical. This is a Fieldline Pro Series. This is Fieldline Tactical. This is also Fieldline Tactical. But this Fieldline Tactical pack, this day pack, it is the Patrol Day Pack, $12.97. Now you can begin to pack a fair bug out or go bag kit into this bag. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Now let's take a look at some of the stuff that you might want to put inside. Here's a look at some of the items that you would want to put inside your go pack. You got your medical kit. You definitely want a first aid kit at your house, but you also want a medical kit that's a go kit. I got a little fire starting kit here. This is my survival knife, a metal water bottle. In here I've got a cheap slingshot and a cheap fishing yo-yo. Allows you to catch some fish, maybe hunt rabbits or something like that. Get yourself some food if you're on the go. A little sewing kit, got it at the dollar store, and a little cheap multi-tool. These are all really good things to stick in your bag, and they don't cost a lot of money. It just takes a little forethought. So to recap, the first 5 steps I would recommend that anybody beginning prepping take is to put together 3 days worth of food and water and then build from there. Put together a medical pack. Pick yourself up a survival knife. Pick up a firearm and ammunition, and then put your go bag or your survival bag together. I'm Van Prepper. This has been the 5 beginning steps for any prepper. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy shooting, everybody.